I genuinely think smartphone batteries are about to enter a completely different era because this is the Huawei Nova 15 Max, and the reason people are talking about this phone isn't actually the camera or the design or even the display, it's this, an 8500 milliamp hour battery, which honestly sounds more like a power bank than a smartphone. After using it for a few days, I think this might be one of the most practical phones Huawei have released in a long time. Now, before you instantly think, okay, cool, it's probably a massive and heavy phone, that's what surprised me the most. Yes, it's a big phone, but not in a ridiculous way. And the second you turn the screen on, you immediately understand what this phone is trying to be. This is not trying to compete with tiny, compact flagship phones. This is designed for people who live on their phone. Content, gaming, TikTok, YouTube. This is basically built for heavy users. Let's talk about the main thing, that 8500 milliamp hour battery, because numbers alone don't mean anything unless your experience of using it actually changes, and with this phone, it genuinely does. I was using this phone like any normal person would, doom scrolling, testing things, camera, messaging apps, the whole range of different things. And what was weird to me was that I suddenly stopped worrying about the battery life. Now, this didn't happen immediately because I think most phones almost train us to constantly worry about the battery life, whether it's a percentage, whether it's should I lower the brightness, all that kind of stuff. But after a day or two of use, looking at how much battery was actually left, it almost changed my psychology and I didn't have that fear of running out of battery. Then there's 40-watt SuperCharge. So even with a gigantic battery, you can still top it up quickly. But my favorite feature, reverse charging. Imagine your friend's phone dies and your phone becomes a power bank. This is genuinely useful in real life, especially while traveling. And this is where Huawei's positioned this phone very smartly. This isn't trying to be the most extreme performance flagship. It's trying to solve everyday pain points better than most phones. Now, another thing that Huawei are focusing on this is on durability. And I think most brands don't realize how important this is, because if you think about it, nowadays, most people don't upgrade because of specs. More than likely, they're upgrading because they've damaged their phone. And when it comes to durability, this thing is solid. This phone has IP65 water resistance, SGS 5-star drop resistance, and even 100 kg bend resistance, which basically means this thing is designed for real life, not careful review life, but actual real life. That means you can drop it occasionally, travel with it, and the confidence changes how you use the device. I also think that brands are finally understanding something important. People don't just want premium, they want dependable, especially at this mid-range price point. Now, let's talk about the overall experience. The display here is a 6.84-inch OLED panel with 120Hz refresh rate, and honestly, this thing is big in a good way. Watching videos, it feels immersive, scrolling feels smooth, and outdoor visibility is seriously impressive thanks to that peak brightness. Then there are two stereo speakers, not tiny smartphone loud, they actually are immersive loud, which again fits the whole max identity of the phone. And then there's a camera setup. You've got a 50 megapixel ultra clear main camera using an RYYB sensor, which basically helps improve low light performance and light capture. Now, one feature which I was surprised that I ended up using a lot, on the left hand side, you've got a little button. This is called the X button, which basically gives you quick shortcuts to apps and tools, flashlight, calculator, camera, apps. And after a while, you start using it without thinking. It's little conveniences. I just wish we had the ability to customize that more easier. So here's my honest takeaway, having used the Huawei Nova 15 Max. I think this phone has no issues with its identity. It knows exactly who it's made for. It's not trying to be everything. It's trying to be the everyday phone for heavy users. And there's the difference over there. In terms of performance, there's nothing sort of strikingly dramatic about this in terms of the spec department. But what it does do is those small things well enough consistently for it to be really an everyday kind of phone, especially at this mid-range price point, because this price point here, there's a lot of phones that are trying to creep into the flagship territory, not exactly doing that, experimenting with other features, not exactly doing that. But this one is very clear. You've got a great display on the front, you've got reasonable speakers, you've got, everyday cameras that you can use, but most importantly, that solid battery life, which seems to go on and on. I really struggle to drain this, and I use my phones a lot, especially when I'm testing these things out. I'm testing them more than what an average person would do. This thing just went on and on. I think within 2 days, 2.5 days, I was looking at this on some days and thinking that I could get easily 3 days, which I was able to push when I was doing less of the testing. But it just goes to show that sometimes that's what some people crave for. They don't crave for all these specs. They just want a reliable phone, and the Huawei Nova 15 Max does a very, very good job at that. Let me know what you guys think of this new phone in the comments down below. And if you're new here, be sure to head on over to my YouTube channel. I cover all things tech and lifestyle. And if you've enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button so that you get notified when my next video comes out. I'm M. Kwan. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one here on M. Kwan Reviews. Until next time, check this next video out over here. Peace and blessings.